Hey everyone, so it's Sophie. We're gonna be getting started on our first proper Let's Play here. You're gonna be here with Lightning Bolt today. So pretty much, we've always kind of wanted to show this game off because we kind of think that it gets kind of bonkers by the end, plot-wise. It's unfortunately kind of hard to show that off to people because this game is like 1 billion hours long. So we're looking forward to giving this one a good thorough look.
Or the beginning of the end.
Hopefully we're not going to spend too long in this first episode, stuck in the intro cutscenes. Guess we'll find out, huh? Let's see. I'm trying to remember how much I even recall about the plot of this game.
Best of luck.
I did beat it once. I think that there might be some things we might need to explain along the way, because I don't really want to go through and read the data logs. Now, I didn't intentionally pick a nickname that was really similar to the main character of this game. I realized that was going to happen. I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and roll with it. This is a cool thing that's not going to feature in the gameplay at all. Why give your protagonist cool toys if you're not even going to get to use them?
They all want to fight.
Good for them.
Oh. I'm still figuring out how well my face is going to capture here. I'm like, is this going to mess things up if I scratch my nose? I'll probably not want to stress about it too much. Seeing a VTuber's face flip out on screen is part of the charm of it, right? Hopefully.
Give me that. What the...
Okay, everything is fine. We're cool. Perfectly normal. Are we getting up on gameplay here? Come on, come on. Let's get things started. It's gonna be a hard time riffing on the cutscenes until we actually understand at least a little bit of what's going on. Okay, we got our tutorial boss coming up here. You know, the inexplicably dangerous looking enemy that turns out to do no damage.
I'm in the way!
And we are off to the races. Alright. Well, almost. So, a big thing about this game is it's easy to kind of get the sense that it kind of plays itself at times. I'm kind of wondering, I don't know, how engaging the combat's going to be. I'm not going to say it's just about mash X to win, but sometimes it is. I know how to play. Press X to win. So, yeah, I get like kind of the impetus behind wanting to have like something that kind of smooths the flow of combat, especially since JRPGs are kind of infamously kind of slow and clunky mechanics-wise. But I don't know if this was necessarily the right way to do it. I don't know. I'll defend this game as having a little bit more to it than that, but maybe it's just kind of a flaw in JRPGs that you can kind of just mash through a lot of fights, and this just kind of exposes it in a big and very funny way. Do not taunt the giant scorpion robot. Come on, man. Man, you can tell they really had the finger on the pulse of gamers. Like, what we really want to do is spend most of our time watching someone being cool. Okay, that's probably it. It is what a lot of gamers want. Look, that's not the point. Okay, we're not done with this boss fight quite yet. That'd be a little too easy for a tutorial boss. You know, that thing has, like, buzzsaw arms. You'd think that it would be a lot more dangerous. Like, maybe they did this thing a little bit too cool for a tutorial boss. So, like, you might think that since these battles take place in, like, physical space, that you might be able to, like, move your characters out of the way of attacks. But no, that's not really how that works. Like, yes, attacks can miss your characters, but you don't really control where they stand. So, I don't know. It seems like they kind of removed the element of strategy in this game in a big way. By the way, another thing about this game, so all of your companions besides the ones that are mainly in control of are AI controlled, and, okay, I might actually, oh, never mind. 5 stars for mashing X, alright. So AI companions can be a little in video games. Final Fantasy, what was it, 12? I think it was. I can't freaking remember. I think it was 12. Had the system where basically you could make like little programs that told your AI partners what to do, and that was brilliant. That was perfect. Like actually giving the player some kind of agency on how your AI partners act. And it's gone. It was only used in one game and it never appears in the series again. So I don't get it. Like they could have added such a dimension of strategy to this game by keeping that, and I don't know why they like come up with good features and like throw them in the garbage.
I was a soldier.
Anyway, sorry to talk over the plot.
Where do you think you're going?
Look, Lightning is like a cool loner girl. That's kind of the main thing right now.
Chocobo, we just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question.
Why doesn't Girl Cloud like me?
Oh well. You better follow her. I'm getting too old for this.
Oh boy, I think we're getting to the most infamous critique of this game, which is the corridor. The one corridor. The one corridor that you walk through in a straight line for the whole game.
Sure we can get through here?
If there's one thing that I'm worried about Let's Playing this game, it's that maybe, just maybe, we're at serious risk of putting everyone to sleep by just walking in a straight line for the entire game. I guess we'll see. I mean, that's why it is on me as the sparkling personality of this entertainment channel, to make it somewhat more interesting than that. Anyway, let's kill these guys. Alrighty, let's see here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and mash X. So that's another fun thing about this game that makes it interesting. Is you heal to full hit points between fights. And that's an interesting choice because I feel like a lot of JRPGs are kind of focused on resource management. Like the big challenge isn't just killing the enemies or even killing the boss, it's getting through the dungeon, and that is an element of gameplay in this one that is literally not present. It's not an element at all. It's like there's no resource management long term, at least not in that way. Of course, you still have consumables and stuff, which we will resolutely refuse to use unless the game absolutely forces us to, which it might. I don't know. I don't remember how hard this game is, like probably not very. And yeah, so it's like this game has made a lot of design decisions that are clearly intended to like smooth over the experience, and it makes it seem really kind of shallow much of the time. And again, like there is some depth there. It's not depth that we're going to see probably in the first episode of this Let's Play. It would be cool if the game mechanics could be like interesting at the very start of the game. It's good when games are good all the way through. Is kind of what I'm trying to get at here. But basically, like you kind of the idea behind the actual gameplay part of the battles is mostly in like controlling the strategy that your team takes and kind of like adjusting that on the fly, which they will then kind of carry out mostly autonomously, rather than getting deep into like the fine-grained tactical decisions, which is not an invalid choice as a bit of game design, but the way that it fits into like the overarching design here,
Taking on trained soldiers?
it's like
Better to die than get sent to Pulse.
it's an interesting decision. Like I don't think that it totally works, and
This
that's
place ain't exactly paradise.
definitely like
Peacekeepers.
that's
Nothing
part
to
of the like
Not for a
flaws
soldier girl, but
kind of inherent in the JRPG genre, maybe, which is unfortunate. We like JRPGs, but we'll admit that they've got a lot of warts that have kind of stuck around in the kind of general genre for a long time that have been real persistent. Like the fact that a lot of like basic combat is not really that interesting, actually. Much of the time, like basic enemies are not really like tactically engaging, and when your AI, when your like auto attack just kind of picks what to do for you, and makes the right decision most of the time, then it kind of exposes that you have maybe in a lot of JRPGs never really been making any meaningful decisions in like potentially up to like 75% of battles. Oops. And I guess like the resource management makes up for that to some degree, because it's like, well, sure, individual fights aren't hard, but the point is how do you manage it when you are kind of like having enemies that chip away at your health again and again throughout the dungeon, and are you like strong enough and managing your resources well enough to like overcome that? Again, an element of this game that has been like completely excised. So it's shifting the core of the game like really far in a way that is confusing and doesn't gel too well with kind of the genre precedents, that it is not really like willing to change enough to make this work. And that's not to say that it's not fun. Like, this game is made to be entertaining, but it's kind of made to be like cotton candy almost. Like, sure, you'll enjoy it, but it's not like it really has any like solidity to it. You just kind of like go right through it. And if it weren't for the fact that its plot just goes completely off the rails, then we might not even really like remember this game in any like notable way. Like, this game could have been really boring, and for the amount of entertainment you get out of it, like, its length is probably pretty excessive, but it gets interesting, I suppose, is a word for it. Let's see. Items, huh? You know what? I think I can figure that out. Is it gonna, like, make us use items? Like, actually make this fight difficult enough that we actually have to make a choice besides just pressing X a lot? I kind of wonder. I suppose it would be a little embarrassing if I just, like, was sleepwalking through all of the fights and did actually die. I would probably, like, attempt at least to not do that, but wait, never mind. Jesus Christ. I know, it's a little unfair. It's a little unfair, because we're in the very beginning of the game. But even tutorials usually involve you, like, making decisions, right? I think that's, like, a fair thing to say about games, that you make decisions
There's no time.
in them.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
I'm being quiet. What is it? Oh yeah, that cool shit again. That isn't in the gameplay at all.
Let go.
Well, this is undignified. Is this really the scene that we're watching right now?
Hey, that might get us across. Right there.
What? Alright. That's just kind of how what happened there.
Looks that way.
Okay.
All right.
It's okay. It's alright. We have found more corridor. You just, like, ran on past them and left me out to dry. Freaking dick. I think that on the field, your AI companions are pretty much just decorative. I think that they just kind of... They don't have any effect or interaction with enemies, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, I think that they're just like... They're just there so you remember that they're around, which is fine. I don't have any complaints about that, except that they do kind of behave in some kind of silly ways sometimes. You know, I will feel a lot better when we actually do have a healer on hand. Okay, I actually should probably use an item here. All allies. Oh, I didn't know potions in this game were on all allies. That's convenient. Okay, our first actual decision of this game. It took us 17 minutes and 45 seconds. Good job, team. Alright. Most challenging fight to date so far. 1 potion was needed.
Hey now.
Okay. Please, bring me the corridor. We need the corridor, or the game cannot continue. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. We're back, guys. We're back on the corridor. Okay. Whew! That was a close one. What is that guy wearing? Oh, that's great. I love it, actually. I love that, like, collar.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Alright. I actually do kind of unironically love that, but it's a very silly looking costume. You know what, why not? I want to make sure that I actually do understand what I'm doing here. Uh-huh. Yeah. So actual gameplay information here. So basically, you want to fill up the little orange bars and make sure that they fill all the way up, and then enemies will take way more damage and become a lot more weakened, which is something you want to happen. I guess it's kind of obvious. Yeah. So yeah, then the bar drops down, and when it runs out, then the damage bonus goes away. Staggered enemies can also kind of be like knocked around and like kind of disabled. I think you might need special like abilities for that. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. Are we gonna have to use one whole potion again? I think we might. I think this guy might be. Yep, he's dead. I don't know if these two small guys are really gonna be enough of a threat that we actually have to use an item. Cool. All right, onward.
So, soldier. What's your angle?
45 degrees.
What?
I love it when we don't know
Classified
anything about our
military
protagonist.
Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you? Did you think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your secrets?
That sure is a thing we don't know about.
My angle. I'm after the Fal'Cie.
So I don't know at what point I should start explaining terms because this game frequently does not. But I think that we'll be fine. We'll get to it. What the fuck a Fal'Cie is? I mean, I guess that's like actually kind of a difficult question to answer. You know what? Fuck it. Fal'Cie are like giant robot gods, kind of. I mean, that's basically what they are. We don't know exactly how they work. They're a little bit weird and hard to understand exactly what they are, which is inconvenient because they are kind of pretty central to the plot. I guess it's not something not to worry about too much. They're the big things that are bad, probably.
Migration. More like extermination.
Huge. You stay here.
So sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes.
Alright, new protagonist time. Or not protagonist, main character.
You keep your cool, and they will too. You got it?
Got it.
This is Snow. He's an idiot.
What's our motto?
We're gonna be seeing a lot of
Army's no
him.
match for Nora.
That a boy.
I'm also gonna have to get used to, like, my resting face is gonna matter now, because I'm on camera. That is not a part of Let's Plays that has been like a thing for us until just now, because we've been recording without cam. So there's probably gonna be a few episodes of just our mouth hanging open like a dumbass. But hey, that's fun. Let's see. I'm hoping that we'll be able to find a save point at a convenient break point in this game. I probably don't need to save until the episode breaks, because you can't really game over. But it never hurts to be sure, I guess. I guess if I'm smart, I'll actually do like save backups, like a real Let's Player,
This is crazy.
in case like something goes wrong. But nothing has ever gone wrong recording a Let's Play,
And when we're taking
so
a
that's
dirt
fine.
nap, you can save them all.
No, that's even worse.
No dirt naps today. We're all in this together. Our enemy's the Cocoon Sanctum. Their dreaded Psycom, no less.
What's the dread? Psycom's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying.
Yeah, they
We
don't
got
seem that
nothing on
strong,
Nora.
actually.
Well, we are the heroes after all.
Let's prove it!
This is a morally complex story.
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
Actually, it's just gonna end up being a morally confused story, but we've got plenty of time to get there.
About.
So I'm not the kind of person who would like make fun of a fantasy, like even a sci-fi fantasy game for just having a guy who runs up and punches people. But you have to admit, it is kind of funny. Jesus. I mean, look, he just gotta do his thing, you know? Like, some people are drawn to using long-range weapons that let you kill a man at miles away without being in any danger, and some people just have to run up and punch everything. It's just what they're drawn to. Also, I think that, like, the coat with the, like, weird bear pattern or something on it gives him superpowers. I'm not quite sure how that works. Like, does he resist to bullets? I guess all of them get shot a lot. Like, being resistant to bullets is kind of necessary for being a JRPG protagonist, I suppose. Otherwise, most of them wouldn't last too long.
There are soldiers everywhere.
Yo, boss. What's the plan?
We run down a corridor.
Charge in, guns blazing.
Well, basically what I said.
Real heroes don't need plans.
Okay. I mean, if your stats are high enough, then sure, why not? Alright, another round of mashing X. If we're gonna spend this much time in combat, I'm gonna need to make sure I have something to talk about. Maybe we should prepare interesting snake facts. Would that be ripping off another VTuber? Oh well. Did you know that snakes don't have feet? Except me, of course.
Same plan as always. Hit him hard, and hit him again.
Anyway. Did you know that not all snakes are poisonous? Some of them just, like, have hypnotic eyes. So, you know. And some of them can, like, transform into robot soldiers, probably. Some of them are like living Gatling guns. Those ones, I think, are not poisonous. Pretty sure. Snake facts. Let's see.
Don't you kids go falling behind now.
So I think we can clock in at about 26 or 25 minutes where I gave up talking about the game. Good job, everybody. We did it. This is why it's hard to show off this game, right? Because it's just so long and so much of it is spent just kind of pressing X. I might actually have to learn video editing to make this Let's Play watchable. Christ. Alright. We did it! We reached the next cutscene trigger. Good job, everyone.
You all okay?
I might really think about it, actually. I might think of just cutting out fights.
Careful with those.
There's gonna be a lot of them.
Don't worry. No one's moving to Pulse today. We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready to...
Wait! Let me fight with you!
You can't expect us to just sit here.
Could help.
Yep.
Please, let us help.
I don't know, you guys aren't JRPG main characters, though.
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Dude, really think about this.
Here, take this one.
Alright. I guess you gotta deal with what you got.
Count me in. Here's yours. Take care now. Mom? Don't worry. Huh?
So I just
Hold it steady.
Yeah,
I'm sure this can only go well.
Can you show me again?
You got it.
That's how it works.
I'm lying. I already know it's not going to go well.
You sure?
Yeah. Moms are tough.
Jesus.
Right.
That's some grade A cheese right there. Whew. Let's see
All right,
now.
last one. Somebody take it.
Guess we should be starting to look for a stopping point. We're looking at about half hours for episodes right now. I don't know about that decision.
Keep them safe.
First impression of
That-
snow? All told.
That was a bad idea, Snow.
All right.
That was a
lay low and
bad
you'll be
idea.
fine.
Don't do
we'll
that.
Clear out the area.
She clearly knows nothing at all about gun safety.
going home
She's gonna get everyone
together.
killed.
Come on! Everybody up!
Right. New recruits, on me.
Come on.
Time to go, kiddo.
Bye, Mom. Sure you'll come back alive, unexploded.
We're not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
Alright, let's start looking for a save point. Actually, I think we've got one just up ahead. Alright, well, that's our first episode in the bag, I think. I'm sure that there's going to be something interesting that has gone wrong in our first outing, so bear with us while we work out the kinks. And sound off in the comments on whether you want me to cut out battles or not, or whether you want me to prepare snake facts to make the battles more interesting. It's your choice whether you want an unnecessarily long Let's Play or not. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, I want to do this in a way that's most entertaining for you viewers. Alright, thanks, bye-bye, see you next time.